Hello, students. I am Purushottam Vishwakarma, and today we are going to study part 3 of the chapter The Happy Prince from the Moments book, class 9th. We'll complete the line by line explanation in this video and finish the chapter. This is the last part in this video. If you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 yet, go to the playlist and watch it. So let's begin. All the next day, he sat on the prince's shoulder and told him stories of what he had seen in strange lands. After giving the sapphire to young man and that little girl, the prince was blind, and the little swallow decided not to leave him. So he sat on the prince's shoulder that day. He did not go anywhere and told him stories of what he had seen in strange lands. He told everything, his experiences, and his visits. Dear little swallow, said the prince, you tell me of marvelous, wonderful, but more marvelous than anything is suffering of men and women. The prince said, the wonderful, the most wonderful thing in the world is the suffering of men and women. You told me about marvelous things, but the most marvelous in the world is suffering of men and women. There is no mystery so great as misery. इस संसार में कष्ट से बड़ा कोई रहस्य नहीं है. Fly over my city, little swallow, and tell me what you see there. Go and fly over the city, city of the happy prince, and tell what you see there, and then report me what you noticed there. So the swallow flew over the great city. The swallow obeyed him, obeyed the happy prince. He flew over the great city and saw the rich making merry. Rich were very happy, making merry in their beautiful houses, while the beggars were sitting at the gates. While those who were very poor, those who were beggars, were waiting for something at the gate. He flew into the dark lanes, streets, and saw the white faces of starving children, those who had not eaten anything for many days, looking out listlessly, without any energy, at the back streets, at the black streets. They were looking at the black streets where there was no one to help them. Under the archway, what is this archway? You can see in the picture. This is road or a bridge, and this portion is known as archway. So they were under the archway here of a bridge. Two little boys were lying in each other's arms. They were holding each other. Why? They wanted to keep them warm, to keep themselves warm because of cold. They were feeling cold. So they wanted to keep themselves warm. That is why they were holding each other. How hungry we are, they said. They exclaimed that they were very hungry. You must not lie here, shouted the watchman. There came a watchman who shouted, don't stay here. You must not stay here, shouted the watchman. And they wandered out in the rain. And they went out in the rain. They went without any place to go because they had no place to go. They had no house. Then he flew back and told the prince what he had seen. After watching all these things, the swallow went back to the prince and told him everything what he had seen. I am covered with fine gold. Then the prince said, Swallow, I am covered with fine gold, with gold leaves. You must take it off. What you have to do? Take it off, leaf by leaf, one by one, and give it to the poor. The living always think that gold can make them happy. Very important line. After death, there is no use of gold. There is use of gold till you are alive. After death, there is no value of gold or any such valuable material. Leaf after leaf of the fine gold the swallow picked off. The swallow picked off leaf after leaf till the happy prince looked quite dull and grey. And now, because there was no leaf, no golden leaf remaining, the happy prince, the statue of happy prince looked dull and grey. Now it was dull and grey, grey in color. Leaf after leaf of the fine gold he brought to the poor. The swallow took the leaves to the poor and the children. Faces grew rosier. After getting those leaves of fine gold, children were very happy. Their faces grew rosier, rosy cheek. They were very happy. And they laughed and played in the street. They were laughing now and playing in the street. We have bread now, and saying that they had bread then. At that time, they got bread. They had no problem now. They cried in joy. Then the snow came. Now it was cold season. Then followed snow. And after the snow came the frost. Frost season arrived. The streets looked as if they were made of silver. Because of frost, streets were looking as if they were made of silver. Everybody went about in furs. In the picture, you can see fur, fur cloth. So everybody went about, everybody was moving in furs because of frost, because of snow. And the little boys wore scarlet caps. Scarlet, this color is known as scarlet. Little boys were wearing scarlet caps and skated. They were enjoying the skating on ice. You can see in the picture the boys and girls are skating on the ice. The poor little swallow grew colder and colder. Now, this poor little swallow, because of frost, because of snow, grew colder and colder. But he would not leave the prince. He was not ready to leave the prince. He loved him too well. He loved him too much. He did not want to leave him. He picked up crumbs, tiny piece of biscuits or dry bread. You can see in the picture. These are tiny pieces of bread, dried bread. These are known as crumbs. He picked up, swallow picked up for eating purpose, he picked up some crumbs outside the baker's door. From where? From outside the baker's door, from bakery, when the baker was not looking, when the attention of baker was anywhere else, and tried to keep himself warm by flapping his wings. And he tried hard to keep himself warm by flapping his wings. by fluttering his wings. But at last he knew that he was going to die. But ultimately, he knew that he was aware about it, that he was going to die. He had just enough strength to fly up to the prince's shoulder once more. For the last time, he had sufficient power to reach to the shoulder of the happy prince. A sentiment, a sentimental situation. What will he say to the prince, the happy prince? Goodbye, dear prince, he murmured. He told the happy prince that he was going. Will you let me kiss your hand? He asked the permission of the happy prince to let him kiss his hand. He wanted to kiss the hand of the happy prince because he liked him too much. The swallow liked the happy prince too much because of his kindness, because of his sacrifices he made. I am glad that you are going to Egypt at last. At this point, the happy prince said that he was very happy his friend, the little swallow, was going to Egypt. You have stayed too long here, but you must kiss me on the lips, for I love you. And requested him to kiss him on the lips because he loved him. He was in his love. He liked him too much because of what he had done for him. The little swallow made him happy once again. It is not to Egypt that I am going, said the swallow. In sadness, he said, I am not going to Egypt. I am going to the house of death. Where was he going? He was going to the house of death. He knew very well that he was going to die. Death is brother of sleep. Is he not? He raised a question. Death is the brother of sleep. Is he not? This is question tag, isn't it? Yes, it is. He kissed the happy prince on the lips and fell down dead at his feet. And then, after he kisses at the lips of the happy prince and dies, fell down dead at the feet of the happy prince. At the moment, at the same moment when he fell, a curious crack, there was a crack of something broken, sounded inside the statue. What broke? The heart of the happy prince broke. That lead heart broke inside the statue. The fact is that the leaden heart had snapped right in two, just as you can see in the picture, right in two parts. It certainly was a dreadful hard frost. Really, it was a fearsome frost, a dreadful, a terrible frost season. Early the next morning, the mayor was walking in the square. What happens next? The mayor of the city was walking in the city the next morning, walking in the square below, in company with town councillors, some of his men. As they passed the column, he looked up at the statue. As they passed the column, he looked up at the statue. As soon as they passed the column where there was the statue of the happy prince, dear me, how shabby the happy prince looks, he said. How worn out, how ragged, kitna bhadda the happy prince looks. How shabby indeed, cried the town councillors. Those who were with him repeated in unison, because whatever he said, it was repeated by them. They never denied him. How shabby indeed, cried the town councillors, who always agreed with the mayor, and they went up to look at it. They always agreed with the mayor, they never denied anything. Whatever the mayor said, that was correct for them. If the mayor said day to night, it was night for them. And they went up to look at it. The ruby has fallen out of his sword. His eyes are gone. So, what did they notice? There was no ruby in his sword. His eyes are gone. Sapphire eyes were not present. And he is golden no longer. He was no golden now, said the mayor. In fact, he is little better than a beggar. He was looking a little better than a beggar. It was repeated by the town councillors as well. Little better than a beggar. Because they were following the mayor. Whatever the mayor said, they followed it. You can see in the picture on this tall column, there is the statue of the happy prince, now dull. This is mayor. And when they checked it, they found there was no ruby in the sword hilt, sapphire eyes were gone, and the statue was no longer golden. Further, they found the bird as well. And here is actually a dead bird at his feet, continued the mayor. The mayor said, here I can see a dead bird at his feet. We must really issue a proclamation. An order must be issued and public announcement must be issued that birds are not to be allowed to die here. And the town clerk made a note of the suggestion. It was noted by the town clerk. The town clerk noted it. What was the suggestion? Suggestion was for issuing a public announcement that birds are not allowed to die at this city. So they pulled down the statue of the happy prince. They pulled it down. The statue of happy prince was taken down. As he no longer beautiful, he is no longer useful, said the art professor at the university. The art professor at the university said, because he is no beautiful, he is no longer useful. Then they melted the statue in a furnace. This is a furnace. In the picture you can see this is a furnace, industrial heating device. And this portion, this pot that is used for pouring things, this is known as foundry. We'll further know about it in the text. This is foundry and complete process is known as furnace. What a strange thing, said the overseer. Overseer means supervisor. The workmen at the foundry, those who are working. Foundry is a facility that melts metal. This broken lead heart will not melt in the furnace. He announced, this broken lead heart will not melt in the furnace. We must throw it away. That is why it was thrown to the dust heap. So they threw it on a dust heap. And what was special? Where the dead swallow was also lying. So both of them, the heart of the happy prince and the dead body of the swallow, met. Bring me the two most precious things in the city, said God to one of his angels. Oscar Wilde is very famous for giving such remarks. If you have studied his famous story of Selfish Giant, you have noticed there he believes in Christianity, superiority of Christianity. So Jesus Christ, God, asked his angels to bring two precious things, most precious things in the city. And the angel brought him the leaden heart and the dead bird. So, what was taken by the angel? Leaden heart and the dead bird. You have rightly chosen, said God, for in my garden of paradise this little bird shall sing forever. The God said, in his garden of paradise in heaven, this little bird will sing forever more, and in my city of gold, the happy prince shall praise me. And God said, this happy prince will always remain, will always stay in the city of paradise in heaven, and he would praise the God. In this way, the story ends. Thanks for watching.